So it's time to talk about Chicken Little, not to be confused with Stuart Little. Chicken Little was actually Disney's first ever 3D animated movie, and the models definitely do have the quality of early 3D animation. Now, Chicken Little gets a ton of hate, some even citing it as the worst Disney movie. Today we will find out if this hate is justified or not. I'm qualified for this job, as I did watch and rank every Disney movie. Wink. And spoiler alert, the movie might be terrible, but I've watched it so many times I've managed to rewire my brain into seeing Chicken Little for what it truly is, a masterpiece. It's a new experience every time, like the best cuisine. I might just hold the world record for the most amount of times watching Chicken Little, because I kept forgetting it. The Men in Black must have busted in my room every time I watched it, and blasted me with the neuralizer. Either that or,
Who are we talking about?
The film opens with the alarm of church bells, letting you know what divine art, only capable of creation by a higher power, you're about to witness. But these are not the bells of peace and prosperity, as Chicken Little has attempted to warn the other citizens of Okie Oaks. The sky is falling. This causes the town to go in a panic, but Chicken Little's efforts are for naught, as the entire town is in disbelief. Even his beloved widower father, his papa. The brutal and malice townspeople even go as far to make a movie about Chicken Little's little incident, terrorizing this poor child. After all, it was just one little slip, which is the original song created for the movie, and it's actually not bad. We follow Chicken Little on his trip to school and see just how resourceful he is when it comes to difficult situations, just like young Sheldon. From here we meet some of Chicken Little's classmates, such as Abby, who the classmates ridicule for being ugly. See what I mean about Disney hating ugly people? I mean, I don't find you ugly, Abby. And there's Run, who is basically just a walking, or should I say rolling fat joke. Seriously, the pig's only purpose in the movie is being fat, eating, farting, burping, and being repulsive. I genuinely think someone on the team might have had some sort of vendetta against fat people. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't name Runt some fat joke. And then there's Fish. Fish is cool, and yes, his name is just Fish. They then play Dodgeball to the song, Everybody Dance Now. And while some people might say this is a social experiment to see how many pop culture references and songs they can cram into an animated movie, but actually no, Chicken Little is awesome. The entire film is filled with pop culture songs, something we still haven't outgrown in modern animation, but here it's oddly charming and a core identity of the movie. All the kids at Dodgeball actively try to hurt Chicken Little. Not hit him with the dodgeball, but hurt. They are aiming to kill him. For no reason other than that he made one little slip. If I was in a class with Chicken Little, I wouldn't be mean to him. I actually went to a school with a kid who looked like Chicken Little, and I wasn't mean to him. You know what? If Chicken Little has 1 million fans, I'm one of them. If Chicken Little has 5 fans, I'm one of them. If Chicken Little has 1 fan, that one is me. If Chicken Little has no fans, I'm no longer alive. If the world is against Chicken Little, then I'm against the world. I'll love Chicken Little until my last breath. You see, Chicken Little wants to try out for the baseball team because his dad was a baseball star in his youth. And after a quick training montage later, Chicken Little wins the baseball game and his pa actually accepts him. Wait, no, Disney, you can't do that. When listing the characters, I purposely left out the dad because, well, he sucks. Clucks. He clucks. He actively makes his sons, our boy Chicken Little's, life a living nightmare. The town didn't start to hate Chicken Little until his dad made them. He was the one that first claimed Chicken Little was crazy and made up the sky's falling story, gaslighting his son and being a terrible father. He doesn't even show any morsel of affection towards C. Little until he can start to vicariously live his glory days of middle school baseball through him. Before this, he constantly says how embarrassing the whole incident is for him.
No.
Quiet, son. This is embarrassing enough already.
He's only concerned about things being embarrassing for him. I detest Buck Cluck. And also, Chicken Little's name isn't even Chicken Little. His name is Ace. But the entire town, including his own father, teachers, and mayor, refer to him as this demeaning insult. Chicken Little isn't even a chicken. He's a rooster. And that's canon. Okay, back to the story, where you think it would end after Chicken Little finally being accepted by stupid Buck Cluck Bobuck Banana Fanafo and sending a terrible message to kids. It shifts from a baseball movie to an alien one. It took 30 minutes to even hint at being an alien invasion movie, and another 10 to confirm it. Chicken Little sees a part of the sky fall again, and he realizes his entire life has been a reality TV show where everyone knows it except for him. Chicken Little then escapes the nightmare by sailing to the end of the set. Wait, wrong movie. A mysterious rectangular piece of the sky falls on Chicken Little's head, the same one as the one prior, 1 year ago. Yes, 1 year ago, let me clarify. That means the entire town has been bullying poor Chicken Little for an entire year. Chicken Little, instead of telling his father after finally being on good terms, instead tells the side characters. His friends. They attempt to find the source of the plate, and the source turns out to be from an alien ship with X's marking all of the other planets, implying Earth is next. This, of course, has all of them shivering their timbers, but after a close call in a chase scene, Chicken Little has to decide to ring the bell and warn the town, knowing very well this might backfire the same as before. But Chicken Little, being the hero we need but don't deserve, of course rings the bell anyways. But the aliens fly away, and of course the town doesn't believe him. But what about his father? No, the father immediately flips back to being the #1 member of the Chicken Little Hate Club. But as we know, Chicken Little being the good and honest boy he is, he's obviously telling the truth. The aliens then proceed to invade, and everyone dies. Well, they don't die, they get teleported inside the ship. But the aliens aren't actually here to invade Earth. They are here to rescue their son, Kirby, who was stranded here. Wait, Kirby? Nintendo sued Disney for naming the alien Kirby. That's right, Chicken Little's going to jail for copyright infringement. And of course, when Chicken Little tells his horrible father, Mr. Cluckerpants, that it's a rescue mission, even though aliens are invading and he has never once lied, his father still chooses to do nothing, because he's a coward. He's a chicken. And when Chicken Little and his dad talk about their issues, mind you, while the planet is being invaded, and Buck Cluck realizes how awful he's been, not even 10 minutes later, he's already making jokes about it.
You were the one that left him behind. That's bad parenting. And I should know.
And the entire time he's being supportive, he says everything in a sarcastic manner.
Crazy supportive, that's me.
And also Pork Chop over here, being the spineless flip-flopper he is, says it makes sense you don't believe Chicken Little, given his track record. Even though Chicken Little has never lied. He was telling the truth when the sky was falling, when aliens invaded, and when they needed to rescue Kirby. Buck Cluck and Runt are both public enemy #1, right after we arrest Chicken Little for public nudity copyright infringement. They give the father a redemption arc, return Kirby, and save the world. Wow, the emotions are so intense. And after all of this, I really don't think the redemption arc is that bad.
You need to know that I love you, no matter what. And I'm sorry, And I'm sorry if I ever made you feel like that was something you had to earn.
It's not perfect, but come on, it's Chicken Little. The entire movie isn't perfect, just like real relationships. The movie closes out with Chicken Little getting a remake, a gritty remake, something we sadly haven't seen in real life. Where's my gosh darn Chicken Little remake, Disney? But given Disney's track record, they'll remake it soon enough. And now, after watching Chicken Little for the 3rd time this week, I get it now. I can safely say Chicken Little isn't the worst Disney movie. Is it a good movie? No, not really. But it doesn't have to be. And I would know. After all, I am your biggest fan. Now, there were 2 separate Chicken Little licensed video games. One was a pretty standard licensed kids game, and the other one was Chicken Little Ace in Action, based on the gritty remake at the end of the movie. So if Disney won't remake Chicken Little, us die-hard Chicken Little fans have this. Also, there was a GBA version of the first Chicken Little game, and even though they might have been marketed as the same game, they are completely different. If any of you have played the Chicken Little games, let me know in the comments. And with that, I leave you with some final words. Good people of Okie Oaks, though at times it may feel like the sky is falling around us, never give up, for every day is a new day, and every 5 days is a new upload, so subscribe.